Hi, welcome to this video. I would like to demonstrate you how to build Skype Room System version 2. So first you need a smart dock, that's on the left side. You'll need a Surface Pro 4. You need a USB stick with the Rigel image from TechNet. And you need the Trio as an audio device on the table for speaker and mic function via the USB. So this video would like to give you a short impression of how to install this Skype Room System version 2 and give you a quick overview of all the different components and how to work with them. So when you unpack the Skype Room version 2 dock, what you will notice is you have here the Rigel dock, the Skype version 2 room dock, and here you have a tool which is delivered with it. So you see here one small screwdriver where you can open up all the components to make sure you can connect everything. There is a cable delivered with the Skype Room version 2. You will notice that it has on one side you have all these cables, which I'll show you in a bit. And on the other side, which goes to the screen as one single cable, you got this one which goes to the pod right here. So this means you can move everything from the Skype Room version 2 dock. You can move it with one cable to the screen where you got your Ethernet connectivity, where you got your outputs to the screens, etc. So let me look at the back of the dock. So here in the dock, when you open it up, you see two HDMI outputs, so you can use it for two screens. You got your network connectivity, which will bring into the pod. You got your HDMI in to do some sharing if you have a PC on the table. And of course here you see the USB 3.0 inputs, which you can use, for example, for the Real Presence Trio as an audio device on the table. So you have these on the back, which are all covered. So these go with one cable. So we got one cable here, which will connect right here. This is a single cable. We got, of course, a power supply for the whole package. And on the other end here, we got the connectivity coming out. So we go here with these connectors, which come from the dock. We bring them here in this pod. So you see here this network, HDMI in, you got here power and the USB connectivity. Now on the other side of the dock, as we bring this to the screen, you see the outputs. So here you see a HDMI out for your two screens. You got your network connectivity, which is usually on the wall, and you got your USB if needed, and some other connectivities in case you want to have some backwards compatibility with the older keyboard and mouse functions. Now this is the first part of the Rigel. So we got the dock, we got the cable going from the dock to the screen, and the screen, behind the screen we got the pod, which brings all the connectivity to the screens and network, etc. So this is the first piece. The second piece is your Surface Pro 4. So let's unpack this one. So here we have the Surface Pro 4. So if it doesn't have the pre-installed image for the Rigel or the Skype Room System version 2, if it doesn't have the pre-install install, you need to re-image it. So you can get the Skype Room version 2 image from TechNet and you put that here on the USB stick. Now, to install it, you need to press and hold here the volume plus button. So you see here on top of the surface here you see the plus. So when booting up, make sure you hold and press this plus button. So you come into the BIOS mode where you can set the startup as using the USB. So here, let me add the USB stick here on the side. Okay, now let me hold here the button and boot it up. So when you boot it up and you hold the plus sign, first see Surface, and then here you come into the boot configuration mode. So you go into here, and what you notice is you see, for example, here that USB is as a second. So what you can do is you can disable, for example, the boot manager here and boot it up from USB. So to make sure that USB here on the top. So now, if we go back, exit, and restart, what will happen is, now it will talk to the Skype version 2 image, which is on my USB stick, and this means it will boot up. So make sure you have a keyboard connected to the Surface Pro 4. That's very important because you need to use your mouse to confirm some of the legal stuff when installing. So you can only confirm that using the attached keyboard. So what you will notice now, the setup is starting and everything is pre-installed. So this image is completely loaded with the Skype version 2, Room version 2 image, and there's nothing you need to install or set. Everything is pre-configured. So here it comes. You get into the legal, I accept, and the license agreement, you say next, and that's it. So as soon as the Surface Pro 4 has rebooted, we remove the USB stick, and what you will see is we get into the wizard to get the panel up and running, the Skype Room System version 2 panel. So we can set here the preferences for time zone, keyboard type, etc. So now when you've applied the time zone settings, you will notice it will reboot and the Surface Pro will automatically come into the Skype Room version 2 panel. So there's always a default user, which is Skype. There's no password, it just logs into the panel when it reboots right away. And this is also the ease of use. So as soon as there is an issue or something, or the panel has a power outage or anything, when the Skype version Room version 2 panel comes back, it automatically gets into the panel mode. But before that, we need to configure the Skype Room version 2 account for this device. First, you need to go through the wizard, and this is all pretty easy. But before we can do that, because the Surface Pro doesn't have any network connectivity, we first need to do that. So we say exit, which brings you into the logon mode, and here you see two users. You got the Skype users. The Skype user is the Skype Room version 2 interface, and you got admin. So first we go to admin, we log in as the default with the default password for the radio version 2 image. We log in. Now when we log in, you'll see we've got now the Windows 10 interface. So here we can first make sure that we can set up network connectivity. We say connect. In this case, to start some testing, I will use the Wi-Fi. It's connected. Let's see if we have connectivity. Okay, we first try to go to website. Yep. Okay, so it seems we got internet connectivity. Perfect. So we go out. So what we do now is we need to go back into that interface to log in as the other user. So here we can do a sign out. Okay, so we sign out this user while this device is now connected to the internet, and we log in now as the Skype user. And here you go. So now you click on your license agreement, you say next, and now we need to put in all the credentials for the Skype version 2 room system account. So let me quickly do that. So we fill in all the credential settings in Skype room system version 2, and it says it's pretty easy, just walk through the settings. We say next. Here you can say you want to do auto sharing, so as soon as you connect into that HDMI which is in the dock, that starts sharing. You can choose if you want that to do that automatically, and you got a setting to hide meeting names if you want. Okay, we say next, and the system is now ready to put it into the dock. So as you can see here, I got the dock right here. I got the cable hooked up here in the back. So here you see the cable which goes into one cable onto the screen. The screen is ready, where you can see here down below receiving the connectors which will bring it into the screen, and via USB a camera on the screen. Okay, so let's put the surface now into the dock. So to put it into the dock, you need to remove a bezel and a protection. So you take that bezel off, then first we put in the Surface Pro 4. So make sure you got here the USB connected, and here the connector also for the power and everything. Okay, now we put the bezel back in, which nicely protects the Surface Hub and put it nicely locks it into the dock. Okay, we put back the protection to the dock. So here you see mine also still has the protection paper on it, or to protect it. And we're all set. And now we need to power it on. Okay, and as soon as you power it on, what you will see is that the setup is successful. Congratulations. And also on the screen you will get now the video from the Surface Hub, and we click on finish to finish the configuration. Now we'll sign in into the Skype for Business account, and also here on the screen you got now the layout, the Skype version 2 layout. Okay, account is now logged in. Perfect. So we have the option new meeting, we have the dial pad, we move to present, or we can invite the room. And Skype Room System version 2 is ready to use. So here a quick overview of the USB devices which you can use with the Skype Room System version 2. So you have the Real Presence Trio with the optional extension mics, and you can use the CX5100 with the 360 camera on the table, which also has optional extension mics for bigger coverage. Now for example, let's do a quick test call. So we have here Real Presence Trio now connected to the Skype Room System version 2, and the USB is connected in the back side of the dock. So we go here, for example, to new meeting. Let's search for user Jan. Okay, and let's do a quick dial. Let's start the session, and what you will notice is immediately this one takes the audio and the mic function. So also you have the mute function here. Mute function also on the extension mics. Okay, as we're calling Jan. Okay, so we got Jan in the call now, including the video. And here you see my video. This is of my laptop. So we got the video, and here you see we got Jan in the call now. So you can set the volume here, but also you will see you can set the volume right here. So on the trio you can set the volume. There's also the mute button here on the panel, and also what you will notice is that the mute button comes along on the trio. So also you can set mute right here. It mutes them also both. So here you see an example, for example, using the Real Presence Trio with Skype Room System version 2. And of course the same function with the CX5100. That's also a system which you can use with the Skype Room System version 2. So this was just a short video to give you a quick overview of the unboxing of the Skype Room System version 2 and connecting the different devices.